Hello Gundam fans, this is Prime92, and today I'll be looking at the 10144 high-grade Gundam X Maoh from the Gundam Build Fighter series. This is the third release of the high-grade Gundam X we've gotten, and I'm very surprised on all the new pieces we have. I thought it'd just be a few parts, but there's a big amount of new pieces, like the head, shoulders, arm guards here, all the skirt armor, even the middle piece. The red piece is old, but this white piece is new. The knees, side of the legs, the top of the feet, and basically, not counting this flat piece of gray, everything else on the backpack is new. Even this handle is new. A lot of new pieces, and with that comes quite a few stickers, because all the light blue parts are stickers. You got the forehead camera on the back, the eyes, a little black in the head, black in the vents, the silver underneath the clear green, and the purple on the shoulders here and the legs here. And of course the silver for the satellite panels, which all the details underneath, so if you don't want the stickers you can easily paint them and make them look proper. No big problem. Now, while I really like how he looks, for some reason I just want to mention this, he doesn't feel as solid as my other two, because I have the original and the divider. Now, these problems could probably be fixed with either paint or super glue, nail polish to tighten everything up, but the lower half feels a little loose compared to the other two, which is weird. I've switched out polycaps and it's still, because, you can get bad polycaps, but it's still, they feel loose compared to the other ones. It's weird. It's not a deal breaker, I just thought I'd mention it. But other than that, I love how this thing looks. A lot of new parts. Now the head can go up and down, forwards and back, rotate. Arms go forwards and rotate, go out, rotate below the shoulder, one joint at the elbow, ball joint at wrist, got a ball joint in the stomach, not a whole bunch, ball joint to waist, you can rotate it, ball joint at front skirts, hinge side skirts. The legs will go forwards and backwards ever from the waist, do the jiggy jig jig, go forward, not much back, can go out, double joint to knee, but that's really all you get. You got the hinge, you got the ball joint, the hinge up here, and then the ball joint down here, and the ankle armor is ball jointed at the side. So you got some pretty good articulation. It's the same as the old one. The knees are a little limited, but because of the angles, it does help. You can get some good poses with this guy. So articulation is pretty good. And now on the actual kit, there is the new beam saber. It's got a new mounting point, and I like how it goes. It's not a peg like usual. It's actually more of a cup, which is kind of neat. Now they give you a new clear green beam for this one. I like that. Looks pretty good. I like the design of this handle. It's a little different from anything else you've seen before. And it can be held in the holding hand. That's pretty nice. And of course you've got the shield and the beam rifle version. So you've got this one. They have the same stickers. There's 4 stickers that make up the black around here. And you can hold it like a normal, well, like his normal shield, which has always been a little weird to me, holding it like that. And then you got the beam rifle, which has the movable scope and extendable barrel. Extendable barrel? Why are you not extending? Come on. There, extendable barrel. That was weird. So I'm gonna have it like this, which is fine. I like it like the beam rifle. And if you want, you could peg it into one side. You can't, like in this configuration, that's the way it normally be, like on this side, but obviously that's for the beam rifle, or the beam saber. But that's alright. Now you also have a couple extra hands. You have an open hand for the left hand. And you have this really interesting hand with quite the joint. Look at that wrist joint. Very different. Because you have to use it to hold the hyper satellite cannon. Now this is basically the original with a few new pieces. You get this new scope piece, which is in front of the handle, which I don't really like because you can't do that anymore. So the handle is always sticking up. You got the immovable piece here for the barrel. You got this extra handle that can rotate. And this little gray piece, which is an extension, basically has the polycap joint, a swivel, a double hinge here, here, and here. So a lot of range of motion to get it in the exact right spot. Now, if you don't like that, you can turn it back to normal, but you can, if you want, mount that on here, and then unplug that thing, and you could plug it in there if you don't like this new added piece. And personally, I don't, because I find it's not a super solid connection. Like, it just doesn't feel as secure as it should be. And of course, the extra beam saber handle with the awesome clear green. I love this effect for it. Look at that. It's got that three-dimensional beam. I really like that. Always have. Great stuff. Anyways. So this goes into this side, like that. And you have this little hole and a tab here, so you can't have it pegged solidly together like that. Now, I personally like it like, and there's that weak polycaps. Still don't think it's the polycaps. Anyways, that's how I like to have it. I think they have it a little different in the box art, but I like it like this. So it's kind of the way it used to be. And of course, because of the extra jointage, you can get it around. And then you can just take this hand and have it hold this new handle. Like that. And then this new hand can hold the old handle. Which is a little hard to do. Might be easier to actually take that extra scope piece off. But you can rotate it some in the handle now, and then it's a lot easier to peg it into the arm. Well, I say that, and then it pegs. Good job. You're just showing it off. Alright, let's try that again. Try it again. This time will be different. But yeah, they really did try their best to make this work. Because this is a funky joint. Alright. There. And it looks pretty good when it's like that. This hand joint would actually come in handy, haha, for other kits with different kind of weapons, I think. But you can definitely get... It's a little hard to work with, but you can definitely, with a little effort, get it into a pretty good position. And that came unplugged. So yeah, I do like that. I think it's pretty cool. Now, that's not it. There's a couple other things that came with this kit. First off, this, the little machine gun, Gatling gun thing, that came with the original. Well, you can still use it here because the shoulder parts and the knee parts that have the stickers on them actually flip out. Like that, and they have little pegs. So now you can connect the machine gun there, and it comes with a new, I guess is a missile launcher, and you can attach that to one of the hard points as well. That ball joint. So all of a sudden you've got more armament, and if you have you have the other X kits, you can take the other ones and stick them on the other sides. So this thing has quite a lot of accessories, and I can't forget the actual satellite panels. And now it does have the little tab inside, so it'll fit together securely. And I actually really like how this works, because it allows you to pretty easily open the panels. And it does have the, it's on the hinges from the original, the hinges that came on the X, so you can kind of move it around, give it enough clearance to easily get these panels out and displayed. And just like that, that is a pretty nice pose, just to stand there badass. So the Gundam X accessories are really good. They really tried, I think, their best to give us something different. And if you don't like the underslung cannon, you can't have it around over the shoulder like it used to because there's enough jointage in there. It's no problem. So accessories are really good. I like them. Now, of course, I have to compare this to the other Gundam X's. Here is the Gundam X divider. And with it, you can really see the major changes. Head's way different, shoulders way different, the legs. Yep, pretty different all around. And then, of course, my custom Gundam X, the RX Gundam. And so, yeah, this is a really good kit. Like I said, mine, for some reason, the lower half is a little loose, but as you saw, it's really just the stomach joint that seems to come off a lot. It's still pretty solid. It doesn't fall apart. It's still got good articulation, same as the old one. Quite a few new accessories, and they work pretty well. They try their best to make everything work. So yeah, I really do like this kit. So that's about it, and I'll see you at the next review.